Check it out, guys. Turbo lag, but I'm driving some with a turbocharger and a manual transmission. Yes, love it. This is just in the 2020 Volkswagen Jetta R-Line. And before you think, ooh, is this something like a GLI? It's not. It's not a GLI, not at all. Not even close. Think of the R-Line as a slightly spicier version of a just above base model or mid-model regular Volkswagen Jetta. It doesn't have the hot suspension, hot brakes, or hot engine that the GLI has, but you know what it does have? It has some pretty good spirit, and for the price, this is a really fun car to drive. One of the things that I truly enjoy in life is being able to drive a vehicle with a manual transmission. You guys know this because I say it all the time. It's lots of fun. It just makes the commute that much more fun, and you get a lot more performance out of the engine just during regular driving. Yeah, sure, dual clutch, blah, 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 they're fast, but this is fun. And that's part of the appeal of this car. It's a lot of fun. Not only that, but look at that. That is a pretty damn good sized sunroof. Now, we're going to go down the street, and I'm going to give you a little walk around of this vehicle. And what I want to show you isn't just the fact that there's a couple little features with this vehicle that make it a little bit more special than the regular Jetta, but I want to talk about something that it has as an option that I think is an absolute kick-ass bargain. And at the end of this video, I am curious to what your thoughts are as to whether or not this is a vehicle worthy to go up against Toyota, Nissan, and of course Honda, because all three of them do build some pretty good vehicles for this price range, but they all have a very different feel. And while many of you might say, Volkswagen, the Jetta's okay, I'm telling you right now, the GLI that I drove, man, that was fun. That was a properly fast car. That was a car that, well, basically is a GTI with a trunk, right? And we all know the GTI is a serious hot hatch. This isn't that. One of the first things that you'll notice about a car like this is that it wasn't built for super sport. It was built for comfort and economy with just enough sport to make you happy. I could drive this every day. I could achieve mid-30s, which is really good, on regular gas, which is really good. And at the same time, I won't be poor when I purchase the vehicle because it's a reasonable price. So what we're going to do is give you a little walk around. The cameraman's going to hop out, and the first thing I'm going to do is pop the hood and show you what's under the hood of this bad boy. By the way, I like the red. I'm not usually one for red, but they really did a good job. It's almost a Ferrari red. What would a German red Ferrari red name be? Das Red, Das Rouge? They say rouge? They say reddish? Red? God, I don't even know. What little German I learned, I have completely forgotten. Now take a look. Not a whole lot going on there, right? Well, this is a rather simple setup. It is turbocharged, and it is a 1.4 liter 4-cylinder engine. And it's hooked up, once again, to a 6-speed manual transmission. Now, this puts out 147 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. And that torque you can really feel after about a half a second delay with the turbo lag. But when it kicks in, it can spin tires, and it is fun. 30 miles per gallon city, 40 highway. This one's average 34. That's really good. Have a look, see? I kind of like the fact that there's not a ton of plastic crap on top, you know what I mean? I don't need it personally. It's not that loud. They say that the reason they put those things on here is to deaden the sound. I don't think it's that true, especially with these little 4 cylinders. This 1.4 liter engine competes with Honda almost directly. They have a similar engine in terms of displacement with the turbo and power. I like this one a lot. It's spirited. I wish it had a little bit more growl. I wish they gave it an exhaust package. But I will show you what they did give it with the R-Line package. And the first part starts right here. Ba-ba. They took a little bit of the chrome out and they put a little black in there. This is right here. And then they threw that on there to make you feel special. R-Line. The biggest exterior option is on the side. These 17-inch wheels are completely unique to the R-Line. No other Volkswagen Jetta has these wheels available. Actually, I think you can get them as an option, but in terms of standard, it comes standard on the R-Line. And you also get R-Line badging. And the cool part is, at a distance, especially for somebody who doesn't know the difference between a GTI and an R-Line, or a GLI and an R-Line, they're going to think this thing's pretty hot and special, right? Come on back here. Something I want to show you guys. Over 14 cubic feet of space, which is really good. That is on the higher end of the class. It's also more space than a lot of full-size sedans back in the day. So good trunk space. Now once again, not a whole lot to make this vehicle different than the other one. In terms of having badging back here, I'm actually kind of surprised that they don't have an R-Line badge back here. And here's another thing. Look down here. The Germans are really beginning to get on my nerves with these fake exhaust outlets. Look, guys, just put a hole in it or something. You know, the fake thing, it's like a fake hood scoop. It just doesn't appeal to me, and I know there's other people out there who don't really like it. It's such a great little car. Something like that kind of takes a little bit of the fun out of it, you know what I mean? Speaking of fun, let's go to the interior. The cameraman's going to go over there, and I'm going to hop inside. When I mean hop, I mean take my colossal frame and fall into a car. Okay, so what makes this unique on the inside? It is an R-Line. So, there's R-Line right there on the steering wheel. Arr! I'm fast. Arr! Kind of fast. It has actually a unique seat design. Now, this is a leatherette. It's not leather, but it is a higher grade option over the base model. So it has that, which is really nice. I like the stitching on the steering wheel, by the way. And the flat bottom steering wheel is really good for gut-filled people like me. But it's also kind of sporty. Has a really good feel. Volkswagen's really good about steering wheels. Otherwise, you have the smaller screen. There is an 8-inch that is available. But I wanted to point out one thing that really disappoints me. That is a C. Whatchamacallit? What do they call that, Alex?
USB.
Thank you. See, I'm old. That is a USB-C. Okay? That's the new one. I don't want the new one. I don't want to get an adapter. Damn it. So this really kind of ticks me off because you have to get an adapter in order to use this. There's no option for a regular one. You know, for the... It's just like a little thing like that kind of gets on my nerves. Okay, let's hop out. And I'm going to tell you about the rest of the vehicle. Oh, by the way, backseat space. If you guys are curious, I'm going to hop back there real quick. It's pretty good. This one, basically, wearing a big boot. Sitting behind myself quite comfortably. Headroom is pretty damn good. This is, in terms of its class, one of the better interiors in terms of space. Very comfortable. Seats are not too bad, except for probably the center seat. I wouldn't want to be the middle passenger here. But these back seats have something else that I'm going to explain to you in 1 second, and has to do with the package. The package I'm talking about is the winter package. Cold weather package. This vehicle's cold weather package costs $500. And it is, for the money, one of the better cold weather packages out there. Check it out. You not only get heated front seats, you also get heated windshield wiper squirters and the front windshield actually has heated elements on it as well. On top of that, heated steering wheel, and one thing that surprised me the most, heated rear seats, the two outboard seats. For $500, that is a really good winter package. Sorry, cold weather package. I say winter package because we live in Colorado, and hence, when it's winter, it's just freaking cold. I have here the sticker, and this car, as equipped, MSRP, $24,115. That's with the cold weather package. Now think about it this way. Base model is around $19,000. Realistically, around $20,000 for a base model. So for a few $1,000s more, you're getting a fun car that has a nice interior, that has a cold weather package that once again is optional, and has a little bit of a unique flair to it. All of those things are fantastic. Now, by the way, if you're curious about the GLI, which trounces this thing in terms of performance, first of all, the GLI has proper independent rear suspension. This is a Torsen rear suspension, and that has a lot more horsepower with a 2-liter turbo. In terms of livability, this one actually drives nicer down the highway. It has a slightly less harsh ride to it, which is pretty cool when you think about it. So, inexpensive to own, really good winter package, cold weather package, comfortable, gets really good mileage, is fun. Around corners, this thing handles pretty good despite its rear suspension, and it doesn't have any suspension upgrades, even though it is an R-Line, which is pretty cool. So altogether, I think that this car is a smoking bargain. I'm curious to what you guys think about this car, and if any of you have an experience with the Jetta, or more importantly, the Jetta R-Line, let us know below. For the Fast Lane Car, this is Nathan. Don't forget to go to TFLcar.com for more news, views, real-world reviews. I'll see you guys next time.